Yo, what is up, boys? It is Keystone here coming at you guys with another free pick video. We got a winter wonderland outside in the back patio right now. The pond looks beautiful, guys. Maybe I'll do a video outside tomorrow for you with the aftermath. It's still coming down there a little bit, so I didn't want to get a bunch of snow like over the monitor and stuff. So yeah, anyways, got a couple free picks for you. Actually, we got a ton of free picks for you guys in this video. So here is the game plan. I got a sleeper protected play that Sleeper's doing a $20 promo today. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. We'll go through that very quickly. We're going to check the weather report, and then I'm going to give you guys like some correlated duo plays. We're going to build 5 of them out on Prizepicks because that's what they limit me to per day, guys. 5 plays, $5. So we're going to build out 5 different plays. I have some ideas. I'm going to try to get some different looks than the plays I've already sent. I've sent out to the VIP, so we'll break that down. Then I'm going to talk about we'll go through a quick rundown of what I think is going to happen in every NFL game this week. And I'm going to give you guys my future bet that I'm literally thinking about dropping like a lot of units on. We'll see. I got a feeling about it, man. It's one of those things where sometimes you just got to take the chance when you're so convicted about a feeling. So let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit subscribe, guys. I do appreciate all the support. If we can get 50 likes and 10 comments on this video, I'm just going to give out a VIP week pass for free on the next video that I film. So make sure you're smashing the like button. It takes a couple seconds. Like I said, I do appreciate all the support. If you guys are not on my winnable free plan yet, I'm dropping exclusive free plays all the time, guys. Okay, this is a little quarter unit play to win 500 bucks on a play I really like. Gave this out the other day on Winnable. Still up there. You could probably still go lock it in. And then I have a long shot play that's part of the VIP. This is a 120x long shot. I think it's got a decent chance for being a long shot. You're not going to hit many of these, but for low wager to have some fun, and when it hits, it hits. That's all included on the VIP Day Pass, which is a great day to get it. 40% off with code NFL. There is a link down below, guys. And then you're going to get all the correlated slips I've already done. We got a lot on Sleeper, Dabble, and then we're going to set obviously a few on Prizepicks right now. So let's get straight into it. Let's check the weather. This is a dome, so we're good there. 29 and clear, a little bit of wind in the Ravens game. Not going to be focusing on that one much. And then on Sunday, mostly cloudy, light wind. It doesn't look like there's much to worry about. There's a slight chance of rain down here in Tampa, but we got a nice solid temperature of 57 degrees. And then this game is now being played in Arizona, so we have nothing to worry about there with the dome as well. So if you guys are not on Sleeper yet, I haven't promoted them in a little bit here, but they are just a fantastic app when it comes to promos, constant discount picks a couple times a week, and then the availability of different lines and fair payouts. It's hard to match what Sleeper's up to in this market. If you sign up as a new user, you get a lot of things right now. This is a great day to get on. $5 gets you $55 instantly from Sleeper to play with. If you use promo code SBAA, play 5 to get 55. Today also, you're going to get a protected pick, 20 bucks. We're going to go through that play right now of what I set. I decided not to go with correlation. I just took 4 props I'm in love with on this one. And then you're also going to get a Baker Mayfield free square that you can tack on to anything. So it's a great day to sign up for Sleeper. Promo code SBAA gets you all these things, guys. So let's get into that play. I have Jalen McMillan first. Now, playoffs really, a lot of times between these coaching staffs are just like a chess match. And sometimes a lot of teams will try to take away the other team's best option. So in this case, that would be Mike Evans. Now, McMillan's gone over this in 4 out of 5. I believe this line opened at 52. So it's a little higher now, but he still cleared this. And I don't know. I just got a feeling a middle of the field, somebody's going to have a big game, whether it's him or Cade Otton. Sign me up for McMillan, 52.5 receiving yards. We're going to take the more on that. Leg 2, TJ Hawkinson. Okay, now I know he let a lot of us down last week, myself included. Trust me, I love this guy last week. But if you guys watched that game, you knew that it was there. The opportunities were there. He had 8 targets. Darnold just had a bad game. We need Darnold to bounce back. I think he will. I think this whole team bounces back. I think they probably win a close game. The Rams have given up over this number right here, 41 yards, 11 different times this year. They averaged, I think it was like 6.5 receptions for like 66 yards a game or something like that. But like one of the worst in the league. So they really have been struggling with tight ends all year. I think Hawkinson's going to be a matchup problem for them. I expect him to eclipse this 40.5 line. And then Jaden Daniels, I mean, I don't need to sell this one too hard. He's been crushing this line. In the first game he played all the way back in week 1 against Tampa, he had 88 rushing yards. A lot of carries to get there. I really do like his combo yards too. So since I have that in a couple plays I'm going to build for you guys on Prizepicks, we're going to just take the rushing line here in case something goes bad with his passing yards, which I don't think it probably will, but we're just going to get a different look here. And then the final play, we're actually going to be taking an under on this one. So in Josh Jacobs' last 5 games, he has only been averaging about 4 yards a carry, might even be a little less than that. Hasn't hit this line all but once in his last 5 games. This offense is they just seem to be struggling. His efficiency's come way down as the season has gone along. Now you're facing a top 3 rush defense in EPA and success rate in the Eagles. Tough place to run on. On the other side of the field, I think it'll be the opposite. I think Barkley has a chance to run for 150 yards. So I think they'll be playing from behind too. That's another thing here. You can, you're eliminating game script. So I think there's just a lot of ways that this under can hit for 75.5 yards. So you add it all up, this is a $20 protected play. This is what I used on my protected sleeper play. So if you guys want to hop on, tell it with me or do your own thing, it's just really cool. You just get a random $20 protected play. Prizepicks does that a lot of times on Fridays too. So why just do it on one app when you can get 2, right? So speaking of Prizepicks, we'll go over there and I have some ideas of some things. Like I said, I've already set a ton of plays, so I'm trying to get myself some different looks here. So play number 1, we're going to take Bo Nix. Where's Bo? There he is, 224. I think that's a fair line. I think they're like, let me look real quick, actually. Let's just check. So they are 8.5-point underdogs, okay? So that means like he should be playing in the second half. Now, I already have, actually just went down. Look at that. I already have some Marvin Mims exposure, and I really do like him. But we can't forget about Cortland Sutton. And this is a pretty achievable line. You can see he's hit this in 3 of the last 5. He kind of disappeared for a while there, but there was a stretch there where we were betting on this guy every single week. And, he looked good. So we're going to take a shot with him here. And then in this one right here, we're going to go with Baker Mayfield's. So I think Baker all the way back in week 1 had like 280 and 4 touchdowns. Now, that was a long time ago. Washington's defense has improved drastically since then, especially versus the pass. But, Baker finds a way. And like if Evans don't get it done, I told you guys like there's a good chance like somebody else will. Like he'll find a way. McMillan. And we got, so it's a 1 yard higher over here, but we'll go ahead and take a shot on it. I really don't mind Cade Otton here too. We could actually roll that out too, but he was hurt for a long time, but there was a stretch there where Otton was like really involved, and this seems like such a low line. So you can see, yeah, he's banged up, he's missed some time, but he's supposed to be back. I think we're just gonna roll McMillan, boys. Wow, did Prizepicks change their damn payout again? Oh my god, dude. 6.5x on a power play? Guys, this is unsettable. I mean, wow. Last night I thought these were paying 8 or 8.5x. I mean, I can't even keep up with this site, man. Let's see if we change McMillan to Otton, what this pays out, if it's the same or not. It's 7x. Okay, so let's go. Dude, I can't keep up with Prizepicks, guys. Like, I'm not going to lie, Dabble changes their payouts all the fucking time, too. All these sites do it. You just can't even keep up, but they're not as bad as Prizepicks. So this is 6.5. So if we take Sutton and turn him into Marvin Mims, let's just see what this pays. This line's come way up. I think I locked this in for like 30, 35 or some shit when it first opened. So this is 7x. Guys, I can't even set these plays. Prizepicks limits me anyways. I'll just show you guys if you're new to the channel. Like I have 68 bucks on my account, right? So let's just say we go 60 bucks on this. Well, let's just do a half unit, 50 bucks, right? Accept all projection changes, 50 to win 350. It's just such a horrible payout now. 7x is not good enough. Look what happens here when I try to set this. Okay, okay, so that's pulling me into the Arena League, so let's try it again. Okay, maximum lineup amount is $5 right now, guys. Prizepicks limits me because I beat them for too much. So here's what we're going to do. I'm not setting that play on here for such a shitty payout. I'll just go set this shit on Dabble because it'll pay me more. So you guys do what you want. If you don't have Dabble legal in your state, I get it. You just got to do what you got to do. But I did prepare 4 plays for you guys, so we are going to run through them. I'm just not going to hit the submit button. So we'll try to speed this up a little. Play 2 is going to be Jaden Daniels. And what I like to do with him, I have one look at this. I have him on a rushing line. We got a better line on sleeper for that. But on these plays, I like the combo. Now, this is getting high. He's gone 290 or higher, and I think 5 of his last 6. So I don't mind it. I think we locked it in on Dabble even a little lower than this. So you should definitely look at setting your plays over there. And then on this one, I'm going to go with Scary Terry. He's been a little disappointing. He's hurt me in the past, but I think this is a pretty fair line. If he gets one good like downfield throw, I think he's got a good shot to hit this. And then, Daniels could run for 100 and throw for 200. So I like the combo. I think I like it more than just the passing line, but I have looks at everything just because, in case something fails. Then I really like Justin Herbert, and I have some Quentin Johnson exposure, but I really like Ladd. Now, this line's gone way up, too. I got this, I think I opened this at like 67 or 68.5 on Dabble earlier in the week. It's why it's important to get on the VIP picks, because you're getting all these lines early before everyone else does. But this is a good play. This pays 7x once again, so, Dabble probably pays a little more. But Herbert, Ladd, Scary Terry, and then Jaden Daniels combo, that's going to be your free duo plays, quad, I guess we'll call them 4 picks. Correlated 4 picks, boys. That's going to be play number 2. And then on this next one, I think we are going to go, let's go back to, I have some Evans. I think Evans could have a great game, but I'm trusting my gut here, and I think some of these ancillary options, we're going to go K-Dot and Baker in this one, 249. And then we're going to go all the way over to the Monday night game. And one of my favorite duos of the week is Stafford. I feel like based on recency bias, he has not been playing that well recently. He has not been hitting this line. I'll show you in a sec. Let's just lock in Puka real quick. I think this is more than a fair line. I think he goes for 100 yards in this game. But with Stafford, he has not been playing the greatest. I mean, these are some pretty low numbers. But look at the competition. Like Niners, that was a tough defensive game for the division, pretty much. The Jets, that was bad. That was an ugly game. It was really cold. There was some weather out there. And then last week, against, or 2 weeks ago against the Cardinals. I don't know. I think this week off is really going to help Stafford. I think this line's too low. I like him for 250 plus here. And then give me Puka. That's the only guy I trust to hit his line. I do not trust Cooper Kupp. So that's going to be Baker, K. Dotton, Stafford, and Nakua. That's going to be your 3rd free pick, guys. And let's go ahead and get into the 4th one. It's really sad. I wanted to be able to just set these for $5 and like have a blueprint here, but I'm gonna go set them on Dabble. Dabble is now legal in Tennessee, which is fantastic. I don't even have to send plays to my handler in Cali anymore. But what's cool is, or I guess what's not cool, it's peer-to-peer, so it's a little different than what you guys are dealing with. Unless you're in a peer-to-peer state, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And then they limit us to $25. There's like different groups you can get in, so it's like $1, $2, $5, $10, 15, and then 20 and 25. So that's like the max play, which is a quarter unit play for me, which is what I like to do on these anyways. So we're gonna pair 2 guys that we've already done. We're gonna take Daniels. We're gonna go back to that combo line, and then this time instead of taking Scary Terry, we're gonna take Zach Ertz. Now, believe it or not, I think I actually like this reception line. The correlation still correlates. We hit these plays on sleeper all the time, but I think I like this. You can see he's gone 5 and 6, but in his last couple here, he's barely gone over. There's something in me that just says this is a good line. He does need 5 to win. I think he gets it, to be honest with you. I kind of like it even at 4.5. So you can go either way. Since we're doing yards in this one, I'll just stick with that, I guess. And then we're going to go right back to Stafford Nakua because I want multiple looks at this. When you really like one, it's okay to bump it up a little bit because it's in your, like, if this duo hits, you want exposure to it with a couple others, so you at least hit one. The whole theory here, guys, even if you're setting these at 7x or 6.5, it's horrible. That's 5 picks. Let's say I only hit one of these. Well, you're still profiting. We just need one to hit. That's how crazy this is. So yeah, that's going to be number 4. Jaden on the combo, Zach Ertz this time instead of Scary Terry, and then Stafford and Nakua again. And on this last one, we're going to do it a little bit differently. I do love TJ Hawkinson, but in this one, we're going to stick to the big dog. We're going to go Darnold's, and his line's pretty high. It's come down a little bit. This was actually at 270 recently. I do love Hawkinson, but in this one, we're going to just take Jefferson. And he did have a big game against them the first time. Now, granted, Addison had a bad game, and Hawkinson still wasn't back yet. He was still injured, so he did not play in that game. Let's clear this out, actually. Let's take Ertz, Stafford, and Naku out. So we have this. And then what I'm thinking about doing on Sunday, and you can't trust any of this guy's receivers, but what you can trust is that he puts on the freaking cape and he hits his combo line. So this pays 4.25x. Not the greatest. This same play, I mean, I'm telling you guys, I could probably build it and send out the photo. I guarantee you this pays at least 5.1, possibly 5.4 or 5.7 on Dabble. So where you set your plays matters, but I like this as a 3-man. I don't trust any of his receivers. If I had to pick one, I'd probably go with Cooper or Kincaid, but he's been using a bunch of dudes. He throws it to the running back sometimes. He's got freaking Curtis Samuel, resurrected from the dead last week or 2 weeks ago. Probably just because of the backups, but I would just play him naked and hope he runs for like 50 yards and has like, 240, 250 through the air as well. It is, a tough matchup. Denver's tough, but my theory here is that it's even tougher to run against them. So I don't think the running backs in this game are going to have much success at all. So, all right, so I'm going to give you guys first, and if you want to stick around for the entire rundown, I'll make like a money line parlay, or you can just play them straight. Like some of these money lines are so juiced you can't touch them as a straight bet. It's just there's no reward. But my future bet that I'm thinking about doing, I'm thinking about comboing a UFC fighter. If you come over here and we come all the way down to the next numbered event, we have a couple key fights here. And there's probably going to be a lot of people on mixed sides of this. Now, Marab's kind of a dog, but I think Umar, who I believe he's Islam's cousin, they're related somehow. You don't mess with these fucking Russian dudes, man. I'm telling you, like, I think he's going to win this fight. He's over a 3-1 favorite. I feel like this is a lock to me. I do like Islam too, but I actually feel better about, I think I feel better about this fight as well. This is a little more juiced. So if I pair this and I say, wow, this is a lock, and then I come back to the NFL and I pick my Super Bowl champion, I'm about to give you guys the beans right now. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, man, wouldn't it be cool to hit a nice big bet? Take a chance here. Where the hell are futures? Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm still getting, this is insane to me. I'm still getting the Kansas City Chiefs at plus 350. Home field at Arrowhead. The three-peat on the line. The fact that I think the NFL wants them to get that three-peat. The Taylor Swift factor could be the most watched Super Bowl in history because last year's already was. Make it even bigger this time. Plus, I just love what they're doing. We saw this last year, guys. They looked like crap. Everyone started doubting them. They had to go on the road and do it. They won at Baltimore. They won at Buffalo. And then they won another one too. I just don't even remember who it was. And then they beat my Niners in the Super Bowl in overtime. Like you can't I can't bet against this team. I don't trust any of these other teams to beat them. So if they make the Super Bowl, I'm confident they'll win it and get this 3P done. No team's ever done it. It's a storyline. It'll cement the greatest of all time arguments. I mean, I think the NFL wants this, man. So I'm gonna side with it. I've seen them get calls all year. I don't like the Chiefs, but I've seen enough. I'm convinced that I think this is the play. So I was thinking to make this a $10,000 payout, I would need to throw about $1,700 on it. That would pay. Let me see if I can make this. Yeah, so you can't really see it right there, but it's about 17 or it's about $10,000 would be the payout on this. So risk 1,700 to win 10 G's. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I've seen enough, man. I just think this is the game plan, to be honest with you. So let's just go back to the NFL now, and then we'll do a little bit of a breakdown here. So I'm just going to run through these real quick. I think the Chargers right now are just the better team. It is in Houston, so there is something to that. It's really hard to run on the Texans, but I think this pass rush is going to give Stroud some problems. I don't think they're going to have a ton of success with Mixon. That's probably their only chance to win this game. I do think it'll be close, but I like what Harbaugh and the Chargers are doing right now. I'll take the Chargers on the money line. This one right here, I mean, it's tempting. Pittsburgh literally looks like a dumpster fire, but every time you want to like count them out, they find a way to keep it close. I don't hate this, but I'm just gonna probably stick with the Ravens on the money line. This is a hard one to cap right here. Ravens by a touchdown probably would feel good, but I don't know. Pittsburgh plays Lamar tough, so it's hard to say. I do think Baltimore wins this game though. If I had to give you one upset, it would probably be this one right here, Denver. They're a little pesky team right now, and I like this. I like this plus 8.5. I'd bump it up even more. You can get a little, less odds, but a little safer play. 10.5 would be a great number. I like the Eagles a lot. I feel like the Packers are kind of a overachieved team, if you will, a little bit. I'm not pretending they can't win, but this is a lot different than going into Dallas like they did last year. This is a really tough place to play at Philly. I think Barkley's going to have himself a day, man. So give me the Eagles on the money line. I do like Tampa. I think Baker and company find a way to win this game. It should be a competitive game, though. This is one of the closer spreads we got. So I'll lean definitely Baker at home here. I think they take care of business. The experience that they have from making the playoffs last year, they probably easily could have beat the Lions in Tampa or in Detroit last year. So, guys, I'm sure you remember that. And then in this final game on Monday, now being played in Arizona, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Vikes here, man. I think they bounce back in a big way. This is a two-win team or a two-loss team, excuse me, coming into last week, right? And honestly, like they only lost to two teams. They lost to the Rams and they lost to Detroit twice. So I don't know if the Rams get them again. I mean, they're rested. I'm sure that probably helps a little bit. A lot of their starters got a week off. But I think the Vikings, I think Darnold bounces back here in a big way. I think that they just, it's probably going to be a really close game. I mentioned that at the very beginning, but I think they do get it done by a field goal, probably late, or they, hold Stafford at the very end and, don't let him get the points he needs, something like that. So tricky over under, but yeah, I'm going to lean on this 2.5 spread. So if you wanted to do a little parlay with that, I think it would pay out. What does this pay? Let's take the Chiefs and Umar out. And then what does this pay? So this is a 6 pick parlay plus 1,500 if you rolled it just like that. I'll probably sprinkle a little money on there, boys. That's all I got for you. Let's win some cash this week and sign up on Winnable, boys. It's going to be a great decision, man. I'm dropping all kinds of free plays, free picks, and definitely check out the day pass. It's a great day to sign up. Peace.